first panelist for discussion on corporate security. So, Prabhu sir, I'll start with you. Now, as we have already seen and heard regarding the vast expanse of cybersecurity, would you really think that corporate security or physical security does have the same impact or does have the same growth story as we are seeing as far as cybersecurity is concerned? What are your views as far as growth of corporate and physical security in Indian context in Indian corporate? Over to you.
Thanks, Jayesh. First of all, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to this Value Networks Transition Seminar. And my deepest gratitude to Captain Vipul and his dynamic team for patching this up. Where are you, Vipul? You are a rock star. A big round of applause for him. So, having said that, one more disclaimer, gentlemen. Whatever I say here, or don't say, or indicate, please owe it entirely to me. My employer, my clients have nothing to do with it. With this, let's get ready physical security. I cannot be showing it's not a growing field, right? And I say this with extreme confidence that however constrained people feel about this industry, this is the industry to be in, especially for our brother officers and sisters from the armed forces, right? To make it more glamorous, I can give you, very, very tempting data points, right? Though it may not help much, but let me give. So as per one of the big fours, security industry is going to grow at a CAGR of 6.9% for next 15 years. It's already a giant industry with $267 billion of value by 2025, and it will be a giant behemoth of $500 billion by 2035. If it entices some of you, that's good. If it doesn't, nothing to worry, because that's not the aim. Aim is that you are the right fit for this industry. This industry is going to grow irrespective of anybody wishing against it. And security being a very basic value of humans in society has to be there. So as long as human societies exist, security is going to thrive. In good times, in prosperity, security prospers. In the times of scare and destruction, it prospers manifold. So either side of it will be there, rocking, thriving, right? But I mean, everything is not as rosy as it sounds. Like every industry, security industry has its own set of challenges, right? But these are all manageable challenges. So, from a broad spectrum of security, we at the bottom of it we may call it man guarding, and at the highly evolved side of it may call it the remote operated security sectors of the future, primarily managed by machines with some super smart humans like you at just leading the security. So Jesh, I think that's my initial take. Over to other smart panelists.
Sure, sir. But before I go ahead with other panelists, as you said, that this is the crowd you want to see in this domain. So why would you say that this crowd, who is ex-servicemen from tri-services, who have guarded the nation, but as far as corporate is concerned, why would you say that this is the cream which I want?
I have a long list of traits which you already have, and you don't have to do anything. You want me to go through that?
Just bits and pieces. Couple of pointers, couple of points.
Okay. So out of my 10 commandments, maybe I can cover 5 at this stage. The balance 5 at the end of it. So firstly, you are the right fit for this function, this domain, and the corporates are going to lay a red carpet welcome for you. And as Sir said, there are 2 sides of it. One is the service availers or the client, and the second side of it is the service providers or the vendors. So both sides will lay out the red carpet for you, and it's not for anything else but because of the synergy of skill sets you bring to the table. Like, for example, with you coming into the system, there's hardly any cost of training to you. You are ready to deliver from day one. So negligible training cost, excellent, or rather the highest levels of ethical standards, a very, very great soft skills which you bring with you. Then you have a wide exposure to the risk for stakeholder management, because on both sides of the table there are 4Gs. So the service providers, business development, or the leaders of 4Gs, the client or the receiver of your service is again a 4G. So both the parties, the skills are matched, the lifestyles match, thought process is matched. So it's a win-win.
Well, thank you very much for that answer, sir. And let me just, what are the key ingredients, or rather pointers you can tell to the officers which actually makes them successful, or which can make them successful as far as security domain is concerned?
Thanks, Jayesh. And I think this question had come at a very right time when the drinks being served. It's quite easy for the speaker to pull out anything.
Yeah.
But before I answer your question now, in the series of gratitude, let me say a word of rather a big thank you to Gary sir. If I am here today, it's all courtesy Gary sir, because he was the one who cleared my final round of interview. So a big thank you to you, sir.
Yeah. So, sir, there will be a flood coming now.
So, gentlemen, just to add on, your network is your network, right? So keep building it, right, wherever you are. Okay. Now coming back to Jay's question. Just because I'm here and speaking, that's not gospel truth. But having spent 17 years, rather 3x my 4G experience, I've spent outside. So give me that liberty. So I'll start with that. I know you guys are too generous, too humble, and you keep saying, we did this, we the people of India, we the people of this regiment, we the people of this team. Gentlemen, get out of this. Now start coming to the corporate lingo. I did this, I led this, I am accountable for this, I drive this, I led this. And as such, most of you present here, I'm sure most of you are AIs in all your courses. In fact, AI was invented in Forge because we have been running after it from ages. AI in this course, AI in this course, AI in this course. So, just flaunt your eye. Right? This is one. Second let me come back. One, before I come to the skill set, one, not to do. Gentlemen, don't judge a civilian by the color of his socks and his six-pack abs. This may lead you to big trouble. We make great flaws there. Okay. Now coming on to a very sensitive and touchy topic of your rank. I know it's your most prized possession. It's your Brahmastra. So use it like Brahmastra. Don't throw it. Use it in the right context, the right framework, and most importantly to the right audience. So this is what I believe is the music. Right. And is it okay? Just come back after it.
I would like to know more that as a security professional, apart from whatever I've learned, my ethics, my moral, my integrity, the way I function, transparency, trust, but what are those things which I may not have? It's obviously an individual trait, but I may not have as an armed forces officer vis-a-vis with somebody who's got 20 years of experience, let's say, in security domain. So what, any pointer, anything you can think of, that any pointer which can answer this question.
Okay. So one thing is, probably you have to make a decision between two kind of mindset, right? Either you can have a consultant mindset, or you can have a Gyan Guru or the weekend Guru mindset. By consultant mindset, I say that you are a lean, mean fighting machine who delivers the result immediately or within a very short time. Or you can choose to be know-it-all, the gurus of the world, wherein all your thoughts and actions are generic, descriptive, and you may get the result in your next life. So you have to choose between having the consultant mindset or you have the weekend guru mindset.
Understood. It gives me my answer at least. Okay, thank you, ma'am, sir.
Thanks, Jay.
So that if you look at a consulting point of view, how does the consulting help me? If I'm specifically looking for joining an automobile industry, so does the consulting play a part in helping and having a amalgamation with the automobile industry?
Is it related to any specific panelist or it is
To anyone, sir, it's general question.
That's a difficult one, man. Coming after the end of the class.
That was a surprise question.
Yeah. Out of place. But I feel, see, Jeman, if you really love a function you want to enter, in today's time, I mean, nothing can stop you from getting in there. There's in fact overload of information, right? For every sector, every vertical you want to enter in. The best way is to go to the website of these big fours or big eights, go to their automobile page or function, go through the beautiful presentations, case studies, white papers, and I think you will be loaded with information and probably you don't need any external guidance to get into 4x4 for your automobile career or consult, right? So, and I think consulting is also a very, very natural fit for the officers because of your excellent soft skills. Then the very zazzy profile of customer success, ensuring that your customer is successful in all the endeavors you do for him. And primarily, I mean, though it's a personal advice or personal feeling or inference, is that we are very good for front-ending roles. Besides the back-end operations, most of us are gifted for front-facing role, wherein you are a bridge between the service provider and the service availer. So you could be a customer success officer, you could be chief happiness officer for the success, you could be the pre-sales consultant, wherein you don't sell the tech, but you sell the proposal. And the techies will come and do their job. So you set the pitch for techies to come and play. So I think, you have been managing brigade commanders, GOCs, external guests. You're so good at it. You just have to, copy paste that with a little bit of tweaking. And I think you are already a project manager. You have done so many projects. In fact, I'll call you program managers because you manage all projects at one time. You do Bada Khana, you do Racing Day, you arrange VIP tours, you manage golf course, and all of them are flawless, right? With hardly any scope for error. So you're already, you're born and practiced project managers. So there's nothing to worry about even the back end or the front. And just one more to put in the pearls of wisdom which has been brought by the few of the panelists, like Abhimanyu used 2-3 terms like P0, agility, then Gaurav used tick the right boxes. So one inference from this is, gentlemen, we all are not very old to do jargons. It's time for us to do jargons, right? So you can start with picking up the right business lingo, pick up the jargons with corporate use. You can start with low-hanging fruits, and you can end up with taking your moonshots. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu sir. Now I'll request, ladies and gentlemen, those who have questions while we are having drinks, you can mingle up and ask your questions specific to the panelists. For now, thank you very much to the panelists, Niharika, Prabhu sir, Abhimanyu sir, Gaurav sir. Thank you very much for all the insights you have shared, and thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause for them? Thank you. Thank you, sir.